Let's talk about the 6 financial questions you should ask before getting married. Let's get started. Hey, this is Kyle and welcome. This channel is all about navigating your way through the maze of personal finance. And my hope is to get you thinking about money, how to make more of it, save more of it, and invest more of it in a practical way. So marriage is a union between two people who are in love. But with that love comes some legal and financial implications that can either make or break your marriage. In most places, it's a legal contract that is recognized primarily for tax purposes. So I want you and your fiance to sit down and have a deep conversation based on these 6 financial questions. Should you get a prenup? A prenup is a legal contract that states that whatever assets each of you bring into the marriage, it will stay separate in the event the marriage fails. That means if the wife owns 2 businesses, 8 houses, and $100 million in the bank, the husband won't be able to touch those assets if they end up divorcing. Sometimes a prenup can be a sign that you or your partner don't trust that the marriage will last, but it's something important to talk about, especially if one of you are bringing significant assets into the marriage. Should you share a bank account? There are many concerns here because this again is based on if one person is significantly have more money than the other. With a joint bank account, both of you are able to withdraw and contribute. This can cause headaches if the marriage takes a turn for the worse. You might have a vengeful spouse who can withdraw under your nose and open up a separate bank account to hide those stolen funds. That's why you have to sit down. You're the only ones who know each other the best. Separate bank accounts may not be such a bad idea to consider. You both are supporting each other financially in a marriage, so it's not like you're going to ever split the bill when you go out to dinner. Do you both have a steady income? You both should know the answer to this question by now if you're planning on getting married. Steady income is what will ultimately help your marriage thrive. If both of you aren't already massively wealthy, it's good to know that both of you have jobs that provide some financial stability. A marriage is a delicate thing, and not having multiple sources of income can easily destroy a marriage. A Princeton University study, I'll put a link in the description down below, found that a salary of about $75,000 a year for each partner is what it takes to be happy. See where you both are and consider planning based on that. Do you both have good credit scores? One of the benefits of marriage is that you or your spouse can co-sign on a large loan, such as a mortgage. But the issue at hand is if you can qualify if both of your names are on the loan. Sometimes one person will hide to the other that their credit score sucks. This can be disastrous in terms of financial prosperity and trust. Being honest with your credit scores are important facts you need to disclose. It's not a make or break situation, but by revealing your credit scores before you get married, you're starting off on the right foot. Do any of you have any large debts to pay? This then transitions to debt. Even if your credit score is good, there are other obligations that may yet to be revealed. Student loans are a big issue, and assuming your fiance is a loving person, they'll help, pay off those loans, but you have to tell them that you do have student loans. It might scare them away, but you rather tell them now instead of having to find out later down the marriage. Debts are terrible burdens since they can hinder any financial progress in a marriage. You can't buy a house, get a car, or even start a family if a majority of both your incomes are used to servicing a loan. It takes thought and planning to tackle these situations. Should you have children? Last question is probably the biggest financial decision you both will ever make. Having children, whether together or by adoption, will undoubtedly be a huge strain on your finances. I don't recommend having children in any way unless you both are financially ready to have a child. You'll just be bringing someone into this world with little to no resources for success. It's that important you both take a look at your finances and rationally think it through. You may be in love, or maybe you think your window for having a baby is closing, or maybe you think having a baby will save your marriage. Those are terrible reasons to have a child. Bottom line, you need to factor in the cost of having a child, and it is very expensive. So that's my 6 financial questions you should ask before getting married. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and don't forget to like and share this video. I've also got a free budget guide for you down below where I show you how to save an extra $1,000 per month. Check out my other videos on personal finance, business, and investing. Until next time, I'm Kyle, and thanks for watching.